Hey there, I'm Maz, and welcome to Maz Show. This is your space to explore big ideas through books, society, knowledge, and history, all with one goal to build a better world and a brighter future. If you are curious, reflective, and ready to grow, you're in the right place. So tap follow, hit subscribe, and let's get thinking.
Did you know you make around 35,000 decisions every single day? From what to wear to what to eat, your brain is constantly choosing, judging, and deciding. Today, we're diving deep into how our minds actually make these choices, exploring the groundbreaking insights from thinking fast and slow, and discovering why some of these insights are more relevant than ever in 2025.
And what's fascinating is that most of those decisions happen without us even realizing it.
You know, I've always wondered about that. How much of our decision-making is actually conscious?
Well, according to Kahneman's research, we have two distinct systems of thinking. System 1 is fast, automatic, and intuitive. It's what we use for most of our daily decisions. System 2 is slower, more deliberate, and requires conscious effort.
So System 1 is like our autopilot?
Exactly. And you know what's really interesting? There was this incredible survival story just this month that perfectly demonstrates System 1 in action.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
An Air India flight crashed in Ahmedabad and only one passenger survived. When interviewed, he described how he instantly made the decision to escape through a partially open emergency door. There was no time to think, just act. That's System 1 at work.
Wow, that's incredible. So sometimes these quick, intuitive decisions can literally save our lives?
Absolutely. But here's the catch. While System 1 can be incredibly useful, it can also lead us astray through what Kahneman calls cognitive biases.
And these biases, they're like bugs in our mental software?
Actually, Kahneman has a fascinating way of explaining them. He says they're more like optical illusions. Even when you know they're there, you can't help seeing them.
That's such a great analogy. Can you give us an example?
Sure. One common bias is anchoring. If I ask you to think of a random number between 1 and 100, but first show you the number 85, you're likely to pick a higher number than if I'd shown you 15 first.
And this happens even if we know about the bias?
Exactly. Just like an optical illusion, knowing about it doesn't make it go away.
You know what this reminds me of? That scene in Austin Powers where Dr. Evil demands $1 million as ransom and everyone laughs because it's such a small amount.
That's actually a perfect example of how our reference points can become outdated. Our System 1 thinking often relies on old anchors that might not be relevant anymore.
So, how has this research influenced different fields since the book came out?
The impact has been enormous. According to recent studies, behavioral decision research has spread to other academic areas faster than any other topic in psychology's history.
Really? That fast?
Yes, and it's transformed everything from economics to medicine. For instance, a McKinsey study found that when organizations worked to reduce cognitive biases in their decision-making, they achieved returns up to 7 percentage points higher.
7 percentage points? That's significant.
And it's not just business. These insights have influenced how doctors make diagnoses, how judges make decisions, even how sports teams draft players.
But I've heard some criticism that parts of the book haven't held up well. What's your take on that?
That's a fair point. Some studies mentioned in the book have faced replication challenges. However, the core insights about our two-system thinking remain solid.
So which parts should we still pay attention to?
The fundamental framework of System 1 and System 2 thinking has been incredibly robust. Recent research continues to support this dual-process theory.
And what about the practical applications? How can we use these insights in our daily lives?
Well, one key insight is knowing when to trust your intuition and when to slow down and think more deliberately.
Can you give us some guidelines for that?
Research shows that intuition works best in areas where you've had lots of practice and quick feedback, like social interactions. For new or complex situations, you want to engage System 2.
That makes sense. So for something like choosing a career...
Exactly, you'd want to use both systems. Trust your gut about whether you'd enjoy working with certain people, but use System 2 to analyze things like growth potential and skill development.
And what about in emergency situations?
That's where System 1 really shines. Remember that Air India survivor? In emergencies, there's often no time for careful analysis.
So it's about using the right system for the right situation?
Precisely, and understanding that both systems have their place.
What about improving our decision-making? Is that possible?
Yes, but it requires awareness and practice. One effective approach is to create decision-making checklists for important choices.
Like a pilot's pre-flight checklist?
Exactly. It forces you to slow down and engage System 2 when it matters most.
And what about group decisions? Do these biases affect those too?
Absolutely. In fact, groups can sometimes amplify biases if everyone's System 1 is leading them in the same wrong direction.
That sounds dangerous for organizations.
It is, but there's hope. Organizations that actively work to counter these biases see significant improvements in their decision-making.
Like that 7 percentage point improvement you mentioned earlier?
Exactly. And those are just the measurable financial benefits. The real impact could be even greater.
So what's the future of this field? Where is it heading?
Current research is exploring how technology and AI might help us overcome our cognitive biases while still preserving the benefits of intuitive thinking.
That sounds fascinating. Any specific examples?
Well, some companies are developing AI systems that can flag potential biases in decision-making processes, kind of like a cognitive spell checker.
A cognitive spell checker. I love that idea.
Yes, but remember, the goal isn't to eliminate System 1 thinking, it's to find the right balance between intuition and analysis.
And that balance is different for different situations?
Exactly. The key is learning to recognize which system is better suited for each type of decision.
So what's your biggest takeaway from all this research?
I think it's that our minds are both more capable and more fallible than we realize. Understanding this duality is crucial for better decision-making.
And it seems like this understanding is more important than ever in today's complex world.
Absolutely. With the increasing complexity of our decisions and the speed at which we need to make them, understanding our cognitive processes is crucial.
Well, as we wrap up, what's one practical tip our listeners can start using today?
Start by simply asking yourself, is this a decision where I should trust my gut, or do I need to slow down and think it through?
That seems like a great place to start.
And remember, just being aware of these two systems already puts you ahead of the game.
Well, remember, out of those 35,000 daily decisions you make, knowing when to think fast and when to think slow might just be the most important decision of all.
And hopefully now you'll make those decisions a little more wisely.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of human decision-making.
Math show, let's go, open up your mind and grow. Facts and stories, things you never know. Every episode, we light the glow. Step into the world of Math show. Turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Feel the beat, take control. Don't be shy, just let it go. This is where the magic grows. Tune in now, it's the Math Show. Lights up bright and minds will glow. Every day we learn and grow. Come along and join the flow. New ideas begin to shine. Breaking limits, crossing lines. Every moment feels divine. In the world of Math Show time. Turn it up, let the rhythm flow. Feel the beat, take control. Don't be shy, just let it go. This is where the magic grows. Tune in now, it's the Math Show. Lights up bright and minds will glow. Every day we learn and grow. Come along and join the flow.